The anti-hero is a protagonist in a story who lacks conventional heroic qualities such as morality and conventional ethical code. The presence of anti-heroes in Italian TV shows has grown during the latest decade. This may be thanks to the incredible success that American anti-heroes shows like Breaking Bad, Dexter, and Narcos have had in the United States as well as in Italy. The Italian industry seems to have taken a look at the American anti-hero and adapted it to the Italian culture and political environment. The question I would like to pose is pretty simple. Why? What makes this type of characters popular? What has led to the success that TV shows such as Romanzo Criminale, Gomorra, and Suburra have had in the past years? Donnelly has two main answers to this phenomenon. The first one is, understanding why someone does something makes us rationalize the actions and the events. For example, in this episode of Suburra, we see Gabriele killing a man. The viewer somehow accepts this action knowing that Gabriele was forced and threatened to death to do so by a third person. The other answer that Donnelly gives is, seeing the human side of a anti-hero makes us sympathize with him. This happens especially in Romanzo Criminale, where we see the human side of the gang components come out, especially thanks to women. In this scene, we see Ilfredo trying to conquer back his Roberta, and we see how much he cares about her and how he would do anything for her. This makes the viewer attached to the little moral side of the anti-hero, making him more likable and more human.
E quando decidi te? Questa volta per sempre.
Furthermore, in order to understand how anti-heroes are represented on TV and how the audience may react to them on the screen, it is important to have an understanding of the country's cultural, political, and economical background. For example, how much trust there is in the law enforcement system and in the government. According to MoviePlayer.it, Romanzo Criminale, Suburra, and Gomorra are in the top 20 ever most watched Italian TV shows. As you can also see, the majority of the shows watched by Italians are crime. Stefano Sollima, director of all three shows, focuses on the disruption and corruption of the Italian government, giving to the viewers a cinematic view of what lies behind a period like Romanzo Criminale's Anni di Piombo to more recent times through Suburra and Gomorra. A third and final view on anti-heroes is given by Smith, who applies philosophical theories to the shows. He writes that the tradition of moral perfectionism he finds in philosophy, literature, and film is put under severe strain in contemporary television thanks to the figure of anti-heroes. And yet, the anti-hero is still a hero. We retain a thin thread of sympathy for each one of them. The possibility of redemption, no matter how slight or remote, is an essential ingredient in these shows. Self-deception itself is a key to the possibility of redemption. Aureliano, Gianni, and Ilfredo strive to deceive themselves because at some level they understand but can't stand what they are or have become.